It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So, yesterday was one of those I don't have to cook today days, but I had to pay the price in terms of health. But I think everything's fine now. So I got to work early because they were giving us breakfast. And so I got there and they had your standard breakfast spread, you know. They had English muffins and like 3 kinds of jam and peanut butter and different toast and eggs and bacon and sausage, and like they're not like they weren't hash browns, they're kind of like country potatoes, but they're really greasy. And then they had orange juice and cranberry juice and coffee. So I had a giant plate of eggs and potatoes, and then later I got someone that I used to work with to go down, and so then I went and got more eggs and more potatoes and an English muffin, and I felt like crap afterward. And I found out that the other people that I went with that had the potatoes didn't feel well either. Oh no! So I don't know if it was food poisoning or what. I definitely had a fever all day yesterday, and I went to bed last night and like my muscles were really sore. So it sounded bacterial to me. Well, it felt bacterial to me. And then like at 4 in the morning my fever broke and I was completely dripping wet, and then I woke up this morning and now I'm fine. So something happened, but it's done. So it's really hard to be bitter about it, because it didn't even, like, I was like, oh man, I don't want to use a sick day today, but now I don't have to because I feel good, just like James Brown. So then we also got fed in the evening because they had a big cocktail reception for some of our partners and a lot of our company's employees, and so they had a sushi bar, they had a Chinese bar which had cashew chicken, they had a thing that had like sirloin sandwiches. Like these slider things are like the latest thing, so they were like sliders, but instead of a hamburger it was like sirloin steak. And they had like these herb crested potatoes, and then there was another place that had pesto, and then there was one that had dessert. It was like marshmallows and like chocolate cake, and they were like dipped in frosting with sprinkles on top, and they put them on a stick, so you could just grab the stick and eat the stick. Well, not the stick, but the food on the stick. And so that lasted a couple of hours, and I ran into a bunch of people and did all the work bullshit and ate enough food that when I got home I didn't have to cook dinner, so I did have an Odwalla, but that was the only thing I bought all day. So, and now I'm not sick anymore, so everything's great. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com.